Hello and welcome to Chamber Chat. I'm your host, Vicki Fetters-Delfino. My guest this morning is Emily McNulty with Mamere's Guest House. Good morning, Emily.
Hi, Vicki.
Hi. So for the folks at home, let's start off by you just saying what Mamere's is, how long you guys have been there, and what you do.
Sure. So Mamere's Guest House is a bed and breakfast in downtown Monmouth. Some of you may be familiar with it. It's a pretty iconic old blue house.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's on the historic registry. It was built in 1891. Wow. And you can see in this photo here we have two buildings. So the larger building is the bed and breakfast itself, and the smaller building next door is a building we call the Carriage House.
Cute.
And it is right behind Main Street Amphitheater, so where Music in the Park series is, perfect location for visiting Western Oregon University. And so this business has been in our family for about 2.5 years. It's family run.
Oh, I love that.
It's been my dream for a really long time to run a bed and breakfast, and so the stars sort of aligned and it fell into our laps, and we were really fortunate to take it over after a really great owner previous to us. And we run it as a bed and breakfast, but also as a vacation rental too.
Oh, wow.
So you can rent a room and have a great full gourmet breakfast in the mornings, or you could rent the whole house and have it for a family reunion, weddings, and then you have access to the kitchen and you can cook for yourselves.
Kind of run the whole thing.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. How many people could you fit if you were doing the whole kit and caboodle?
So if you rent it as a vacation rental, you can sleep 14 comfortably.
Oh my goodness.
So it's a pretty good sized house. It's 3 stories. We have 5 bedrooms and then a 6th room that we call the study that also sleeps 2 as well. And then above our carriage house, we also have a 1-bedroom apartment that is self-catering. So if you stay there, it doesn't come with breakfast, but you can rent it out, and it's a great space if you're going to be here for a week, visiting wineries, touring the Willamette Valley.
Doing something for work.
Absolutely. And also, if you're doing a family reunion, you can rent both, and so you have the whole property, and then it would sleep 18 comfortably.
And then you get to full run of the whole beautiful courtyard, too.
That's right, yeah. So the courtyard is one of our special places on the property for sure. In the summer, it's a great spot to sit, have a glass of wine, and listen to music in the park.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you guys have primo spot right there to see everything.
It's a great location, and right now it's beautiful. All of our flowers are coming in. We are known for our roses that are on the property, so we have quite a few varieties, and if you walk around the house, often our friend and neighbor Ned, who takes care of the roses, will cut one for you and give it to you as you walk by.
Oh my gosh.
So you might be lucky if you stumble across while Ned is out there.
That's so sweet. That is such a Monmouth, small town, wholesome, beautiful thing.
I think so.
I love that. I think that that's so charming and great.
It makes it special, and I think that it just brightens and livens up your day.
Oh, absolutely. My day would be brightened if I just got a rose I wasn't expecting. That's amazing. So you had mentioned earlier that you had always kind of wanted to run a bed and breakfast, and kind of how did that journey start for you? Where did that desire come from?
So our family's from Alaska originally.
Oh, really?
We're from an island in southeast Alaska, and I grew up working at a bed and breakfast while I was in high school and college, and that kind of spurred this interest. I just thought hospitality was really fun. I love talking to people. I have my degree in something totally different, but this had always been something that I was interested in. So when my husband and I moved to Monmouth, we reached out to Terry, the previous owner, just kind of wanted to get to know her, see what the business was all about, and it just sort of all worked out. And I run the B&B with my brother, so often you will see Eli and I there together. He will greet and check in people. He's our maintenance guy, takes care of the place. As you can imagine, with an old historic home, there's always fun things that come up.
Oh, I'm sure, and things that need to be updated as they just kind of get old. I totally get it.
And it's really important to us that we take care of this old painted lady. So we've done some updates since we've taken ownership, from installing ductless heating, AC units that actually give some real comfortability to our guests. In addition, we've had it repainted and just try to keep it up, because we think it is one of those just beautiful monuments in our community, and we want to keep it up for the community.
Absolutely. And weren't you just telling me that you guys had just done some updates to the carriage house?
Yeah, so I mentioned that we have 2 buildings, one the bed and breakfast, the other is our carriage house. So the carriage house on the top has the 1-bedroom apartment, but then as you see on the screen right now, we also have an event space on the bottom, and it's perfect for groups of 20 to 30, so for showers, even a small wedding. We've had birthday parties, retirement parties, or even a great space for meetings. So if you're a part of a group where you need meeting space, or just a group of ladies that want to quilt or have a book club, it's just a great space for that. And we do offer nonprofit rates as well, so
that's
it's
wonderful.
a way we feel like we can give back to the community to provide this gathering space for different events.
And that's something I didn't realize until I was in my position at the Chamber of how many nonprofits we have for such a small community.
Absolutely.
We're a community of givers, and I think that that's great.
I think so as well, and so we want to be a part of that
Right.
great community effort that's going on in Monmouth and Independence as
Absolutely.
well.
Absolutely.
So one of the things we've added to the carriage house in the last couple weeks is a bathroom. So it now has a separate
Yay!
space. So it's really standalone. Even if we have guests going at the bed and breakfast, we can now rent this space out anytime.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I feel like our rates are really reasonable. All of that information's on our website, which is www.mameresguesthouse.net. And so I'd love for people to go check it out, look at pictures, and we're also always willing to give tours.
That's what I was going to ask. Perfect. That's
yes.
awesome. Because if I had never seen those pictures before, I would want to go and see it in person immediately.
I would love to show it off, and I know you've seen a few through our interview here today, but I think they just don't do it justice.
Oh,
So it's always fun to have people walk through. Most of the rooms, like this one, for example, that's on the screen, have murals, and they're just very unique and different. This one in the Rose Room was painted by our sister Hannah. So again,
I
just
love that.
a
Family
real
effort.
family effort. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That's amazing.
Thank
That's
you.
something that could be a multi-generational, that's just a family. I love that. I feel like that's really good.
We hope so. We really hope that this property, but also this business, is a legacy for our family.
That's a better word.
We're committed to continuing to put roots down here and just love Monmouth and being here.
So what, coming from Alaska, what about Monmouth kind of struck you as this is the place I want to be?
Well, one of the things that we love about it is the fact that it's a college town. And I feel like the university is the heartbeat of our community.
Truly.
And we want to help support that. We want to showcase how the many great events that are taking place here in town. It is a smaller community, so I feel like you go to the grocery store or you're at a school event, you know people, and you get to really establish relationships that maybe you don't always get in a larger community, or it's maybe a little bit harder to do.
Sure.
So that was a real draw for us to settle here coming from Alaska.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly kind of why it was appealing to us too. That, and there's that safety of a small town as opposed to something more like a buzzing metropolis where there's neighborhoods you maybe don't want to go running in after midnight.
Sure.
Monmouth has always felt to me very safe and secure, and that's I think something you want when you're putting down roots.
I would wholeheartedly agree with that. And I think also in terms of location, one of the great places of being here in Monmouth in particular is it's easy to get to the coast. It's easy to get to Portland, Bend, go skiing, snowboarding. So we sell that a lot with our guests, that this is a great hub, and we feel like there's a lot of opportunity for continued growth around tourism. And I know there are efforts taking place in the community around that, and we're excited to support it moving forward.
Yeah, no, I too am really excited. We're kind of becoming this wine, bike, outdoorsy kind of stop for tourists, and I think that that's great because nothing about that can ruin the things we like about Monmouth and Independence either.
I agree, and we certainly, in terms of the clientele and the guests that we have coming through the bed and breakfast, are starting to see a lot more wine tasters and bikers and people that are coming into the region for those purposes specifically, and I think we're just going to continue to see that.
And then I just have one more question for you, and of course it's about the Chamber.
Yes.
So what made you, as a business, decide that a Chamber membership was worth your time and energy and dues?
Well, I think one of the biggest perks for me as a business owner is the networking opportunities.
Oh, sure.
So, I may not always be able to attend greeters or Thirsty Thursday nights, which are all wonderful events, but even just being able to connect and be on the listserv for information that's coming out. You, of course, I think is a big perk of the Chamber. And helping see where we fit in and where we might want to be that we're not at. And so I appreciate that, all of the marketing opportunities. But really, to me, it's about building relationships, and the Chamber is a great spot to continue to do that, not only with other business owners, but the community at large.
Right, well, and resources too, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Emily, for your time this morning. I appreciate you, and feel free, give them your website one more time so they can check you out.
Yeah, so just a quick sum up. So I'm here from Mamere's Guest House. right there, a beautiful building on the photo on the screen. We're a bed and breakfast as well as a vacation rental and event space. Our website is www.mameresguesthouse.net, and we hope to see you at Mamere soon.
Awesome. And stay tuned for more information from the Chamber. Thanks so much. Welcome back to Chamber Chat. I just wanted to take a moment today to let you guys know about some upcoming Chamber events and also enlighten you on some new things we've added to our website. So the first thing I wanted to mention was Discover My Town. It's an event that we're going to be holding June 14th through 16th that incorporates stops from throughout Monmouth and Independence community. We'll have wineries, breweries, businesses, ice cream shops. Really any Chamber member or even a non-Chamber member can sign up to be a participating location. What that means for you is that you get to be a stop on our map we'll distribute to our attendees with their wine glasses, which is what they purchase as their ticket. That map will show your business name, phone number for you, your hours, and whatever special or event you're going to be holding for our attendees. Some folks are doing live music. Some folks are doing a 10% off if you come in with your Discover My Town glass. We do still have time for you to sign up. I will be showing the information here on the screen, and just shoot me an email or give me a call, and I'd be more than happy to help you out there. Additionally, we did add to our website a member information section. If you're curious about what your dues are actually getting you and how to reserve those benefits, you can just look for that on our website. It's under the Members tab. It'll say Member Information. Click right on it and it'll take you right to it. If you have any other questions, heartburns, concerns, or would like to be a future guest on Chamber Chat, give us a call at 503-838-4268 or shoot me an email at micc@micc-or.org. Thank you so much for your time, your support of our Monmouth Independence community, and your local Chamber of Commerce. I'm Vicki Fetters-Delfino. We'll see you next month.